What's up, Yarny Box Crocheters? Today I have a super cute tutorial for you. It's this little mushroom and his name is Phil the Fungi. So let's get started. If you don't already have your Phil the Fungi kit, you can head to yarnybox.com and pick up yours today. Don't forget to sign up for our email list where you'll get a free pattern every 2 weeks sent to your email. When you open your Yarny Box kit, you'll find that the first round is already started for you, and that's so that we can start off nice and easy and don't have to worry about a complicated beginning. The blue stitch marker marks where your very first stitch is going to be. You can pull on it a little bit and you'll find a little hole. And the stitches are marked by little V's. So you can see here, I'm pressing on each individual stitch. You should be able to feel your way around and find 6 little V's or 6 stitches. So here I'm just pointing it out with my hook. Each stitch looks like a V. And again, there's 6 in this round. And the blue stitch marker is where you're inserting your hook to make your very first stitch of the next round. The green stitch marker is where you're going to be inserting your hook to be able to work the stitches. So you can see here, you can pull and tighten this loop. You're going to want it to be pretty tight, but not too tight where you can't move your hook. We'll get to that in a little bit. Here, I'm going to show you how to hold your crochet hook. So this is like a knife hold and this is like a pencil hold. And you can choose which one you prefer. I personally prefer the pencil hold. I find it easier to control it, but you can figure out what works best for you. There's no right way to hold your crochet hook. So there are 2 little tails coming out of it. This part is called the tail and we don't need it, so you can put that aside. The other tail coming out is attached to the working yarn, and that's the side that we're going to be working with. So go ahead and remove your green stitch marker and insert your hook exactly where the green stitch marker was. And then here you can tighten it a little bit, but not too tight. Make sure that you're still able to work your hook around, but it's not too loose. So take the working yarn here and wrap it a couple times around your index finger, and that's going to control your tension, and then you can pinch the magic ring with your middle finger and your thumb. And again, there's no right way to hold the yarn pieces here, but these are just the ways that I find easiest for beginners, so you can experiment with how you want to hold all of the pieces. Now you can go ahead and remove the blue stitch marker and insert your hook into where that little loop was. Get the yarn wrapped around your finger, and now we're going to make our very first single crochet. So it's where the very first V stitch of the round is. Poke your hole right in there, right where the blue stitch marker was. You should have 3 loops on your hook right now. And now we're going to yarn over, meaning you're grabbing the piece of yarn that's wrapped around your finger, and make sure you're holding this parallel to your body with the hook facing downward. And then glide the yarn through the first 2 loops on your hook like this. And now there's 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through those 2 loops. This is 1 stitch. This is called a single crochet. Now we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did. So going into the exact same hole that we were just in. So right there, insert your hook again. Yarn over and pull through. Now you have 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through those 2 loops. And what we just did was we did 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. If that confuses you, just hang tight. I will explain it in a little bit. So we're going to mark the very first stitch that we had done, which is going to be the second V away from the loop. So this is the loop. That's the first V. That's the second V. Mark the second V. Pop in your stitch marker, it works like a safety pin. And now we're going to insert our hook again into the loop, and we're going to make another single crochet in the next available V stitch. So here is the next available stitch. Insert your hook. There's 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over. Pull through the first 2 loops like this. There's 2 loops left on your hook. Yarn over again and pull through those 2 loops on your hook. That is 1 single crochet. And now we're going back into the exact same hole. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through the 2 loops on your hook. So that was our second set of 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So for the next stitch, again, we are inserting our hook, yarning over, pull through 2, yarn over again, and pull through 2. Going in the exact same hole, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. So remember, we are putting 2 single crochets in each of these V's. So make a single crochet in the next stitch, and then make a second single crochet in the same stitch. Again, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again in the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do this one more time. We are back at the stitch marker, so this is our last stitch. Make 2 single crochets in this stitch. So we just completed round 2 of our pattern. Give yourself a pat on the back for completing it. And we are going to remove the blue stitch marker to move on to round 3. And because we put 2 single crochets in each of the initial 6 stitches, we now have 12 stitches in our circle. So you should be able to go around and count 12 little V's in this round. The next round, round 3, will be going from 12 stitches to 24 stitches. So again, we're placing 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So insert your hook into the next available V stitch where your blue stitch marker just was. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. Again, this is 1 single crochet, so we're going to make our second one in the exact same hole, just like so. And then we're going to pause and mark the first V that we did. And again, the first V that we did is the second one away from the loop. So go ahead and pop in your stitch marker. And then reinsert your hook. We're going to do the same thing again. Insert your hook into the next available stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over again, pull through 2. And then again in the same stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again in the next stitch, 1 single crochet and a second single crochet. Next stitch, 1 single crochet, second single crochet. And again in the next available stitch, we're placing 2 single crochets. So just keep going in this manner all the way around the circle until you get back to the blue stitch marker. What we're doing is called increasing. Increasing is when you're putting 2 single crochets in each stitch. And that's going to double your stitch count. Okay, and now we're making our very last increase of this round, or placing 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And now we can move on to round 4. We have 24 stitches in this round, and we previously had 12. So take out your stitch marker. And in this round, it's going to be a little bit different, so definitely pay attention here. We are inserting our hook into the next available stitch. Right where the stitch marker was, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now pause here and mark this stitch with your stitch marker. So that was just 1 single crochet. Now we're going into the very next stitch, so we are not going in the same stitch again. we're going into the next stitch. So that's the same stitch, this is the next stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch and make a single crochet. So again, that is yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, in the next stitch, make 1 single crochet. So we just did 3 single crochets in a row with no increasing. And now in the next stitch, we are going to do an increase, or we're placing 2 single crochets in this stitch. So that's 1 single crochet, and we're going in for our second single crochet. Now we have 5 new V's, and we only went into 4 stitches. So this pattern in this round is a single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and then increase. So we are only increasing in every 4th stitch. That is going to bring us from 24 stitches to 30 stitches. So single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and then increase. So your first single crochet and your second single crochet. Again, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and increase. Single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and increase. Single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and our very last increase of this round. Okay, so we have 30 stitches now, and we are not going to be doing any more increasing of the body. So remove your blue stitch marker and make your very first single crochet of the next round, and then mark that stitch. And in this round, we are not increasing, so we are just placing 1 single crochet in each of these V stitches all the way around the circle, which means in the next round, we are also going to have 30 single crochets. So in the next stitch, place your single crochet. And next stitch, place a single crochet. Next stitch, place a single crochet. Next stitch, place your single crochet. And so on. So 1 single crochet per stitch in this round. Just keep going around the circle, and when you get back to the stitch marker, I will tell you what to do for the next round. Okay, so we're coming up on the last single crochet of round 5. And you can see it's starting to turn up a little bit because we're not increasing anymore. And in round 6, we are going to start off by making 1 single crochet and then marking that stitch. And round 6 is the exact same thing as round 5. You're placing 1 single crochet in each of these stitches around, having a total of 30 stitches by the end of the round. So just work your single crochets into each of these stitches, and I will meet you back once we're back at the stitch marker. Alright, so we just completed round 6, so remove your stitch marker. And we're moving on to round 7. Round 7 is the exact same thing again, so make your first single crochet and mark that stitch. And then, you guessed it, we are doing a single crochet all the way around the circle for a total of 30 single crochets. And I will meet you back once we are back at the stitch marker. So we are coming up on the last few single crochets of round 7. And we are actually going to pause here. This is the end of part 1. And I will see you guys in part 2. In part 2, we're going to start decreasing and forming the rest of the body for the mushroom. I will see you guys in part 2. It is linked down below.